Hello and welcome to this video. If you are a ChatGPT user, this is definitely a video you want to watch because ChatGPT just released an amazing feature called plugins, and this is a game changer. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what these plugins are, how to start accessing them, and I'm going to be sharing with you 10 examples of plugins that are mind-blowing, ridiculously good, and you should be using this in your usage of ChatGPT. So let's dive in because this is very, very exciting, mind-blowing stuff. So the first thing here is to make a note that you need to be using, you need to have upgraded to ChatGPT 4 for you to have access to this tool. And if you've not done that already, it's really very, very cheap. It's just around, I believe $12 or $13 per month, something around that. You want to go to my plan here and you want to make the upgrade. So actually it's $20 per month, so my bad, but it's definitely worth it for sure. So for you to have access to all of this feature, you need to upgrade to ChatGPT Plus. Now let's dive into the tools themselves. Now, if you want to access all of these tools, you need to go to settings, and then you need to go to beta features, and you need to toggle these plugins, and you can also toggle the browser Bing option if you like, and I have both toggled. So let's kind of see how this really works in action. So you want to go to ChatGPT here, and then you want to click on plugins. And once you click on plugins, I already have a few enabled because I've been, of course, testing and trying this out. But you want to look at a plugin store to see all of the list of plugin available. Now, I want you to think of these plugins like when you started using a mobile phone, like an Android or even like an Apple iOS phone. You noted that there was like a store, like an app store, whether it's for Google or for Apple, that you could go and download apps to interact and use on your phone. This is the same thing, but just for ChatGPT. These are, think of them as apps that you can use to start interacting with ChatGPT, but more importantly, interacting with the real world. Because one of the problems with ChatGPT is that all of the data that it was trained on was basically up until 2021, which means that sometimes it's not able to interact with real world data like right now. And there were some tools that people were doing, but it was not really doing the job. What this does is really bridge that gap and allows you to interact with real life, scenarios and real life data. So this is amazing. Now, there are tons and tons and tons of tools. You can definitely play with a lot of these tools. As you can see, over 20 pages worth of tools. But in this video, we're going to be going over 10 of these tools and how you can start using these tools to really, improve your usage and your life and just generally, leverage AI better. So the first tool I'm going to be sharing with you is one called Coupert. So let's go in here and I'm just going to show you how Coupert works. Now, what Coupert does is it searches the internet for the best deals and finds you coupons. Let's kind of put this into action. So the first thing I need to do is I need to actually get this enabled, right? For me to start using this. So I've enabled this right now. I think I have. So actually another little thing is if you have more than three apps enabled, then it definitely doesn't allow you to use it. So you have to only have 3 at the same time. So let's click on Coupert. Now it gives us access. Okay. So now that I have Coupert, you can see all of the 3 tools that that I'm using right here. I want to ask you the question. So for example, let's say, find me coupons for GoDaddy, right? So you click on that and let's see what it gives us. It's going to use Coupert, which is a real tool in real life, and it's going to use that to help me find some coupons. So this is very valuable to me because that's going to save me money right now if I want to buy some domain names on GoDaddy. So as you can see here, use this code to save online and save online with this code. I can shop now and the success rate is 10%, and it gives me all of these options here that I can use to start to leverage and get some free discounts for GoDaddy. And of course you can use this on any website. So that is really, really cool. The next tool that I'm going to show you, or the next Chrome extension, is one called Kayak. Now, for us to use Kayak, the next thing we need to do, so I'm just going to stop generating here. For us to use Kayak, I'm going to open up a new chat. I'm going to go to ChatGPT 4 here. I'm going to click on my plugins, and I want to make sure that I have Kayak activated. Now, Kayak helps you search for flights, stays on rental cars, and to get recommendations where you're going, where you're traveling, so you can travel on a budget. So let's find Kayak here. So here's Kayak, and I'm just going to put in a search here. So find me the best deal on a hotel in New York, right? So let's assume I'm traveling to New York on May the 29th for one person, right? There you go. So let's see what it finds me. So this is going to be cool because if I'm traveling to New York tomorrow, I don't know anything about, all of the available hotels. This is a great tool to help me find those. So let's find out and see what it uses. So it's using Kayak here. It knows that because I'm searching for deals on hotel, it knows the right tool or the right plugin to use to help me search for that information. So let's see what it comes up with. All right. So it's saying here are some of the best deals on hotels in New York for May 29th for one adult. So it's telling me 33 Seaport Hotel, and it's giving me Moxie, New York City, East Village, a 4-star hotel with excellent reviews. And let me actually click on this one and see what it is all about, just to show you that this is actually a real result. So this is on Kayak here, and this is all the information about it. So it's 8.6 rating, so clearly a very good hotel, $253 per night, so pretty, good decent on for my budget. And it's giving me even multiple options as well. So if I want to take this one step further, and I say find me a vehicle, the cheapest vehicles to lease on my trip. Let's see if it helps me to find good vehicles to lease on my trip to New York. So again, it's using Kayak, and it's using that to pull out information for me in real time. All right, so here are some of the cheapest vehicles available for lease in New York from May 29 to May 30, 2023. Supplier choice, $59 per day. Compact, so let's see what it's saying with compact, $65 per day. And let's see supplier choice here. Let's see the actual vehicle itself. So I'm just gonna click on this here. So open a new tab, and then let's see the information about that. So I'm not a robot, so let's confirm that. And it's giving me, oops, not giving the right information. I think we clicked on the wrong link there. Let's make sure again. So let's go compact supplier choice again. Let's find that information. There you go. That's more like it. So that is the vehicle it was giving me $59 for. So again, I have access right away instantly to some of the cheapest vehicles in New York for my trip. So again, this is amazing. This is mind-blowing. This is very, very helpful for me in real time. So that's how Kayak works. Let's check out that one. And that one I'm going to show you is called acquire.com. Now, if you're a business owner and you are looking to buy other businesses, or if you're just an entrepreneur generally and you're trying to find other businesses, this acquire.com is definitely a tool to find businesses. So let's see how it would work when you integrate it with ChatGPT using a plugin. So let's start a new chat. And again, we're going to go to GPT-4 here. We're going to go to our plugins. We're going to make sure that we have that set up. So we're going to go into acquire.com. So that should be at the very top here. So again, what I want to do here is I want to find, the businesses that are available for sale. So I can say search for 10 startups for sale. I'm just going to give it a general search, right? And it's going to search for 10 companies that are for sale. And again, it knows that it should be using acquire.com, which is pretty smart. So here are 10 startups currently for sale. And let's see here, this is a platform for students to get ahead using GPT-3 as an engine. And then this is another social media planning tool. So that's interesting for sale. So in micro SaaS with $100 in revenue, providing social media campaigns planning, and we have all these tools. So I can even go here, I can just have a look. If I'm interested in any of these tools, I can see on acquire.com the tool. So the startup has been acquired. So I guess that tool is no longer available. So let's try another one. So let's see the first one, the first option it gave us here. So let's take a look at this one here. Okay, so that's the tool here. So this tool is definitely available. Sorry, this startup is available for sale, and this shows you how this tool works. And of course, I can query this search a little bit further. I can have it, giving me a specific detailed type of startup for sale. But you get the idea. This is how you would find companies to buy using ChatGPT. So this is really mind-blowing stuff. The next one I want to share with you are for people who are more up the foodies. So if you're someone who loves cooking, who loves experimenting, or in your kitchen, then Tasty is definitely a great platform. So Tasty, is used for discovering recipe ideas, meal plans, and cooking tips for millions of people. So this is a big platform. So let me show you how that works. So we're gonna go into new chat. We're gonna go into GPT-4. Again, we're gonna make sure that we are selecting. We have Tasty here. So Tasty should be somewhere here. So let's find Tasty recipes, right? So we're going to click on tasty recipes. Now, I am a Nigerian and I was born in Nigeria. I live in Canada now, but as a Nigerian, jollof rice is one of my favorite meals, and that's something that, I grew up eating. So let's say find me, let's tell it to find me some recipes for jollof rice so I can prepare that, right? So find me
a recipe for cooking jollof rice.
Now I'm actually salivating now that I'm thinking about jollof rice. It's really delicious. If you've not tried it, you gotta try it, that's for sure. So it knows, again, that it should be using tasty recipes to give me this result. So I found a recipe related to rice dishes, but none of them are specifically for jollof rice. Oh, that's disappointing. I was expecting to get jollof rice dishes. So it sounds like, Tasty doesn't have jollof rice recipes, which is really a shame because jollof rice is really, really good. But it's giving me, it's trying to find some recipes still. Oh, look at that. It's using other tools to find jollof rice recipe for me, but it's still finding Korean rice. I'm not interested in Korean rice, but you get the point. You can use this tool to find recipes for any food as long as they're not jollof rice. But this tool is really powerful if you're looking to experiment in the kitchen. Now, ChatGPT has a lot of sources of information already, but all of these extra additional plugins are to enhance and connect you to in real life, data based on how people are adding more and more recipes. For example, in this scenario, adding more recipes to the taste to this platform. Okay, so that's that for that. Let's try on that tool. And the next one I'm going to share with you is called Wolfram. Now, Wolfram does complex calculations and provides access to real-time data. So if you want to do complex calculations, this tool is absolutely perfect for that. So let me show you how to use this. So we're going to do a new chat here. We're going to go to the GPT-4. We're going to make sure that we choose the Wolfram plugin for this. So I'm just going to scroll all the way to Wolfram. So that's Wolfram right there. And then I'm going to say, so let's give it something very complicated. So let's say generate a 3D plot of the function z is equals to, and I'm going to put in my math hat on here. Let's see how it's going to use this plugin to create something a little bit more complicated than normally ChatGPT wouldn't be able to create. So let's see what it generates for us. So we want to generate a 3D plot of the function z is equals to x squared plus y squared. Look at that. Isn't this mind-blowing? This is so cool. It created a 3D plot of that function for me. So you can do any complicated calculus. Let's actually do some calculus here. Let's say calculate the integral of sine x from 0 to pi. Let's see what it generates for us. We're trying to do something a little bit more complicated, some math. This is kind of giving me some flashback to my university days. But the definite integral of sine x from 0 to pi is 2. And here's a visual representation of that. Oh man, this kind of takes me back to some of my calculus days. Imagine having ChatGPT back then. This will really help me, but you get the point. Normally ChatGPT can't do this. And when we are able to integrate, Wolfram plugin, ChatGPT just gone to the next level. So this is really amazing, and this is really, really cool. Let me show you the sixth one. So this one is for rentable apartments. So rentable apartments helps you get apartment options in the city of your choice, and it's scoped to your needs and to your requirements and to your budget. So if you're looking for an apartment, this is definitely the app for you. So let's check this one out and let's see how this works. So again, we're going to go to GPT-4. We're going to choose a plugin. So let's see here. We're going to just untoggle this one here, and we're finding rentable apartments. So rentable apartment, there you go. So we click that one, and then let's see here. So let's say find me. So let's say find me an apartment. I think I'm spelling apartment wrong here, but apartment for rent in Vancouver. As a Canadian, Vancouver is not one of the most expensive places to rent apartments in Canada, but in Vancouver, and my budget is $3,000, right? So $3,000. Let's see what it generates for us. So I want to find an apartment to rent in Vancouver for $3,000 budget, and it's using this rentable plugin to find me apartments, which is helpful for me today, right now. So let's take a look and see what it generates for me. So luxury apartment at Vancouver waterfront. The price is giving me the price option $2,000, just less than $3,000. It even gives me the picture. This is mind-blowing. This is amazing. And it's telling me about the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the availability from 5/27. So that's January, February, March, April, May 27. And it's giving me another one here, Parkside Lofts, giving me the pictures. This is amazing. This is ridiculously good. Now I can go search for an apartment that I want. If I want more, I can tell it to give me more, right? And if I'm interested in any of this apartment, all I just have to do is click and go to the link themselves here, and I can, check the availability and start to like engage with the landlord there to rent this as an apartment. So this is like really practical, really useful, and really helpful right now. So this is amazing. So again, if you're kind of on the fence about, using some of these tools and kind of upgrading to the premium version of ChatGPT, this should change your mind about that. So let's go on to the next one here. Number 7, we're going to use a platform, a plugin called edX. edX will help you find courses and content from leading universities so you can expand your knowledge. I'm all about learning. I'm all about absorbing new information, and this tool will help us do that. So let's put this into action. So we're going to GPT-4 here, we're going to the plugin here, and then we're going to choose the plugin for edX. So let's find edX. So there is edX right here. Okay, so we're going to select that. Now let's say, what is the leading marketing course? Well, let's just say, let's make it more interesting. History, right? History course from the top North American universities, right? My spelling is probably a little wonky there, but that should be fine. ChatGPT will understand. So I'm trying to use edX to find some of the top history courses from the top North American universities. By the way, I love history. History is really fun for me too. So here you go. So here are some of the top history courses from North American universities available on edX. The Civil War and Reconstruction, Immigration and Labor Markets in Economic History. So let's see here so it actually does even have some pictures for me and some links. If I want to look at this one further, I can just click on this link here and I can see the course and I can enroll, which is really, really cool, right? Isn't this amazing? And you can of course do this for any other subjects you like. So if you want to upgrade your knowledge, your reading, you definitely want to check this one out. Okay, let's go to the 8th one, and this one is one-word domain. Now, if you're looking to check the availability of a domain and compare prices across different registrars, then this tool is definitely for you. I buy domains all the time for my clients and my marketing agency, and this tool is a lifesaver. Let me show you how it works with buying domains. So I guess I'm going to go into GPT-4 here. I'm going to make sure that I choose the plugin I want, which is one-word domain. So let's find a one-word domains right here. There you go. Here it is. And then I'm going to use it. So let's say, let's find the domains here. Let's kind of do an obvious one. Is the domain, let's say apple.com available? Of course, it's not available. So, it's definitely going to tell me no, but I want to show you how this actually does work. So if I say, using one word domain, so the domain apple.com is not available. However, you can check the details of the domain here. So let's kind of try that one. Is the domain, let's kind of give it gibberish, something that we know is absolutely available. So let's say apple, domain, and let's say, red jump.com available. So I'll be shocked if this wasn't available. So this should definitely be available. So we have this like jumbled words, and we're trying to find if this domain is available. Yes, the domain is available. You can purchase it here, and then I can even go in here to the link and then find the domain name at GoDaddy, which is pretty exciting. So if you're looking to buy domains and you're looking to find what domain is available or not, this Chrome extension absolutely helps you there. Let's go to the 9th one here. The 9th one here is Web Pilot. And Web Pilot helps you to browse and generate articles from a specific URL. So let's say we want to go to let's go to Wikipedia. Let me show you how this works. So actually, before we go into Wikipedia, let's kind of open it up here on ChatGPT. So we're going to open Web Pilot. So let's find a Web Pilot. Should be somewhere here. Web Pilot. There you go. There's Web Pilot. And let's go open up an article. So let's go to Wikipedia, right? Let's go to Wikipedia. I can't type Wikipedia. And then let's find a random article on Wikipedia. And what we want to do is we want to generate an article for this random article. I want to generate an article for this random article that we're finding. So this one here is called paint drying. So let's copy paint drying here. And then let's go to ChatGPT and say, create an article from this link, right? So we go create from article from this link, and then we're going to go search. And then let's see what it creates. So I'm very curious, right? So it's using Web Pilot. I actually don't want it to use Web Pilot. I want it to use Oh, actually, yeah, we wanted to use autopilot actually. So, paint drying, a unique protest against film censorship. As you can see here, it's creating all of the article based on the URL I gave it. So you can see how you can use this for any article, any URL that you can find online if you want to create a specific article for that. Now, one of the things that is cool here is that you can actually query this article. You can interact with it. You can say, give me a summary of the article. You can say, modify. You can do anything you want to do with this article now that it's created. So that's really, really powerful. The last tool that we're going to talk about today is called Zillow. And as you know, Zillow is an online real estate marketplace for buying, selling, renting houses, and also for financing houses as well. So this is going to be a powerful tool for you if you're looking to find, homes and you're searching for homes for sale. So let's check this one out. So we're going to go to GPT-4 here. We're going to go to the plugin, and then we're going to find and click on Zillow. So there you go. Zillow is already clicked on here. So and then we're going to say, search for homes. We're going to choose a different location here. Search for homes in New York for sale. Under, let's say under, let's under 1 million because again, it's New York, right? So things are very expensive there. So let's see what it gives us. So search for homes in New York for sale under $1 million. What you should do now is kind of trigger and pull up Zillow and then use that information to find me my answer. So let's take a look. All right. So it's connected to Zillow here already, which is good. And then it's trying to find me homes in New York for sale under $1 million. So let's check it out. So here are some homes for sale in New York under $1 million. So it's pulling this address already for me. This one is $299,000, which is pretty good. And then this one is $749,000. If I want to check it out, I just need to open a new link here and I can see the house here. Wow, this is actually not the best looking house for $299,000. But hey, if you need a house, you need a house. So it's giving me all of these options. So as you can see here, this is helping me in real time for my home search looking for properties. So again, these are just a little bit, a taste of what this amazing plugin can do for you. It really helps you connect to in real life data, in real life information, and do more. And ChatGPT is already cool enough, but this takes it to the next level. So if you have any questions about this, let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about this. I think this is mind-blowing. This is really cool. And this is going to take things to the next level. I see this as, an evolution of how mobile phones went, where, everything was all about apps. This is the new apps. This is the new way of interacting with AI is through these apps. You're able to interact with like real life services and kind of, merge both of those together. So this is really cool. If you like this video and you thought this was very helpful to you, then definitely consider subscribing because I create content like this, helping you take your productivity, your business, your marketing to the next level using AI. All right, peace out on this one. I'll see you in the next video.